Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We're going to roll for what we're drinking today. We're going to roll for.
Yeah, we did this a couple times a while back. We got a bunch of bottles sitting up here.
It's been sitting there for a while.
We're gonna leave it up to the fate.
But the fate's going to determine.
So what we make.
We got 2 shelves.
So we're gonna test it.
We're going to test it. Dice style, baby.
Completely random style.
Dice style. So why don't you? Well, we'll go grab it. So this one's going to be combined total.
Oh,
what
are you going to do? Which shelf? How do we know what shelf?
Top
which
shelf or middle shelf? Middle shelf.
Okay.
Middle shelf. Now we probably got more like 15 bottles there. Of course, this is going to be from 2 to 12, but that's fine. So here we go. The first one's this. Look at that. It's 5. You're going to grab bottle 5, count from left to right. Left to right.
1, 2,
bottle
3.
5.
That's the one that I.
Whoa, look at that. That's the one he wanted to do. He wanted to do that.
So let's knock this bottom shelfer out.
It is the bottom
roll
shelfer.
again.
So,
next one.
So this is the bottom shelf. Hold on. Ooh, 7. Lucky number 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Could be anything. Could be a Scotch.
Spey River.
Ooh, it is.
That's mine from a long time ago.
That's yours? I'm sure I brought that.
My wife bought that for me.
That's mine. It's a rum cask finish.
Yep.
All right, let's pour these out and we'll try them. So this is going to be a good combination.
So Spey River.
This has never been opened.
Spey River is a single malt Scotch, double cask maturation, American oak and rum cask. It's 40% ABV.
A little bit of water in that one. Okay. Ooh, droppage. I'm putting this in your, this is your old SMWS Copita. Your new SMWS Copita is going to have Spey River in it.
This is from the Spey River Whiskey Company, Belshire, Scotland. I think it's a really small print. My eyes are getting.
Oh,
my eyes are 50 years old now.
Blind. Yeah, 50. We each got, combine our eyes, and you got a century.
That's some old eyes.
That's old eyes. Can't even see right anymore.
Spey River will be on my right, and Bellows. It's Bellows. I've never even seen that before.
Right. I've got coin 615. What is your coin?
614.
People love when we read off the numbers.
Spey River, Bellows. Bellows is what?
Bellows is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey at 40% ABV, a name of honor, established in 1830. It's 4 years. It's mellowed for 4 years in oak barrels, if you didn't know.
I see that it has $11.49 on it.
$11.49, and it is a screw-off cap.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Matter of fact, if it's got,
Weller's
it
12.
does not have the little seal, though.
Weller's 12 still comes with a screw-off cap, I believe.
Smart.
They might have changed that up recently.
I do like when it's got that little foamish looking thing inside, though, that allows you to compress her down. They do that in Japanese whiskeys as well, generally. Not all. Yamasaki does. So don't worry about the screw.
Are you starting with Bellows or are you starting with Spey River?
You know what? Or what do you got there?
Bellows.
Let's start with Bellows. It looks, I'm sure.
Actually a good pairing. So you got a 40% bottom shelf bourbon. Straight bourbon whiskey?
Straight.
Nope. Yep. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
It's straight.
Bottle by. Who distilled it? Doesn't say. Yeah, and then Spey River at 40% as well. Not necessarily a bottom shelf, but these are cheaper, or not cheaper, but just more of a reasonable
So
Scotch.
I've got charcoal.
That smells like a Tennessee whiskey.
Like it's been mellowed.
That's got some charcoal filtering that smells like.
Here it says it's mellowed 4 years. It doesn't say they've run it through any kind of filtration.
Sometimes with the younger ones, or they'll run it through a charcoal filter to
it takes off
smooth it out.
Takes off some of
the harshness.
Yeah, doesn't say it's done that here. That's funny though. I'm getting chalk and oak, like a dry chalkiness and oak.
Are you saying chalk or chalk? Like
Sound
chalk
like
blocks? Or chalk with an L?
Chalk. I was going to say, it sounded like you said the same thing. You were like, are you saying chalk?
Yeah, that sounds pretty close.
Or chalk? And I'm like, are you effing with me right now? Because it sounded like you just said the same
Until
thing.
I threw out chalk block at you. And you was like, oh, I remember the chalk blocks.
See, that's
the military?
a chop. That's
Chalk.
a chop.
Chalk blocks.
We did not.
Chalk block is in football.
Right. I'm familiar with that.
Chalk blocks are what you put on the wheels of a vehicle to keep it from rolling.
We didn't do that.
No?
No, we marched everywhere.
I think they put chalk blocks on tanks.
Chalk blocks.
Yeah.
Chalk it! Yeah, I probably heard that at some point in time. It was yelled, screamed. It was
Yeah, a little bit of a rye. A little bit of a rye on there on the bellows.
I'm not getting that.
Faint. I mean, it's not overpowering.
It's a little dusty.
It's actually a better nose than I was expecting.
Yeah, dry, dusty. I can't say I've ever said chalk.
That was a...
To me, this is like chalk of a teacher's old chalkboard kind of chalk. Dry, dusty, touch of heavy oak. Not touch of oak, heavy oak.
I had low expectations. The nose is better than I was expecting. So I expected a hint of bourbon. It actually, I mean, it's a bourbon nose. I do get some charcoal on there.
I wish it was more than 40%, but that's pretty tasty, actually. I get popcorn, buttered popcorn.
Caramels, brown sugar, light brown sugars.
Yeah. Dry, a little astringent.
More oak influence than I was expecting. More bourbon notes than I was expecting. I expected at 40% an $11 bottle, it would be pretty faint all around. It's not.
The oak kind of shows up right on the first sip, and I start to think it's going to be too much oak, and then it disappears and goes to buttered popcorn mid-palate.
Yeah.
And then it kind of finishes off with a creaminess that's still there. Gosh, this is actually pretty surprising.
It's not bad. 40% is light. It's better than expected. This would be a good, I don't know you want to drink it straight too much, but definitely one to keep around.
That's good.
And if somebody wants to mix something in some Coke, throw that out there.
That's good, though. I wouldn't want to mix that in a Coke. That's a good sipper. This makes me feel like what whiskey used to be. Like you rolled in and you were like, give me Elijah Craig, and they'd be like $11.49. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you was what you used to be able to get it for. That's not bad at all. That's good. I was kind of expecting something a little harsh.
Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. All right. Spey. Spey River.
That's actually surprised me. I didn't expect that.
Ooh.
Let me cleanse.
I got young spirit on the Spey River. Yeah, I got a lot of youth in this glass. A lot of maltiness, grassiness.
A lot of youth. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Put that coin on there and let that gather up.
No, I see what you're saying. It's it's like a fresh mown hay.
Yep.
Ooh, got my nose a little bit.
Really prevalent.
It is. That is. Does it say this is an NAS?
NAS.
Yeah, this is younger.
40%. I would say this is like a $30 bottle, maybe 25, somewhere in that range. It might be a little bit more being a rum cask finish. I don't know.
Color added to it?
Yeah.
Does it say? Yeah, you're betting. Although it says rum cask finish. Huh.
It does not indicate chill filtering or color, so that would lead you to believe that it's chill filtered. Of course, it's 40%, so it probably is.
Probably, and the color was added.
It's probably got color added.
Because otherwise, they usually proclaim it.
Well, you know what? There is a 10 as well. Yeah, but I don't think you're going to find it. What'd you get on your palate?
Nose or palate?
Both. Nose or palate.
I'm getting some of that malted barley, honeys. I a grassy honey. The vanilla's all the way through, which reminded me of some kind of candy. It's got a touch of astringency in the finish, where it feels like my mouth got a little bit of cotton ball and kind of pulled the moisture out. But I didn't notice that until it was all gone.
The palate to me is better than the nose, but not by much. It's okay. It's really, I'm not necessarily getting the rum influence here. This tastes like a young Scotch that's barely hitting the 3 years. The White Dog is barely gone from it. There's a lot of vanillas. There's a lot of creams. There's some caramel and a lot of the maltiness.
Yeah, the taste is sweet and creamy. The nose is where I get all those younger notes.
Honey, some honey.
Kind of smells like a distillery when the distilling's going on.
The honey sweetness, malty. The youth of it shows on the nose, not necessarily on the palate, like I say. It's not bad.
Tastes 40% though. It doesn't feel like it has a lot of depth.
No.
But again, there's nothing off-putting here. It's creamy.
If this is $25 to $30 range, yeah, there's probably better ones I'm going to, even at that. And being a double cask finish, maybe it's even a little bit higher than that.
I'm with you. I don't get any of the rum sweetness coming through or anything.
Well, there's a lot of sweetness on it, but I'm not differentiating
like
rum. Right. Nope.
Yum. It's good.
I go 83 on both of them.
I'd go 83 on the bourbon. I'd go 85 up here on this Spey River. I like the flavors in the finish. I like a creaminess, and I like the lightness of it. I wish it was a higher ABV. And the nose is what triggers that it's a little young.
Now go back to the Bellows real quick. I got rye. I didn't get that before. After having the Spey River, went back to the Bellows, got a little rye. Did you get it? Almost even a richer palate having other
That whiskey. Is interesting. After having the other whiskey, I just get a lot. I felt like I got more oak. It's like the oak is so much stronger.
I got actually go 84 and 83. I might put the Bellows above the Spey River.
It's got a strong, powerful. I get the oak in there for sure. This is.
I don't even know where you got that from because I've never even seen that Bellows.
That's my handwriting on there too. God knows it's been up there for a while. I like it though. It's popcorny. Popcorny. I'm going to pour me a little bit more of that. The oak isn't too strong, but you can get that oak in there big time. And I will admit, if somebody was like, hey, I want to put something in Coke, I could see those oak flavors popping through the Coke. Although I'd probably have them go down there and get one of them handles. That probably costs $15. This is all right. This is a decent sipper.
Yeah.
Scotch It.
Oh,
Patreon. See, I backed myself off of that one. Scotch It. Patreon.
John Bortell.
Well, he's a $2 supporter.
Yep, now yell it.
Yeah. John
Bortell.
Bortell.
I'll say Bortell, you say Bortell.
I say Bortell. You say Bortell, I say Bortell. I believe he's got a French lineage, and I'm going to Bortell it. You just say Bortell.
$2 supporter. Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Actually, Bortell would be cool. Hey, Bortell. That's what I'd call him. If I knew him, I wouldn't call him John. There's a lot of Johns. There's only one Bortell. Sorry. How much is this?
Well, another inflection on this last name.
Ooh.
Inflection?
No, this sounds great.
Robert Stefanko?
Yes. Stefanko lives in a castle.
His $2 supporter. You ready to yell
Hungarian castle. Yes.
Robert Stefanko!
I said Stefanko.
Oh.
I come back. Maybe I had a.
I thought you said Stefan.
I think I had a little in
Stefanko.
Stefanko.
Robert Stefanko.
Stefanko. Sorry, the double casking's throwing me. Stefanko. I like it. That is good. So again, if you go to Patreon, if you like the show and you want to see more shows coming, there's probably more coming anyway, but if you like us and you want to support us, go there. Probably the only benefit you get other than helping us out is at near Christmas time, boom, you'll get a dummies card. A lot of guys like to put them up on the fridge, and their spouses usually say, what is this? They may say, why is this guy pushing this other guy on a swing set? They may say, why is this guy on a horse and the other guy's on a horse? Who knows what you're going to get this Christmas?
It's a
surprise.
Mixed bag.
We call it a dummy surprise. Scotch it, you Scotch guys.
Cilantro. Dummies.